I think my hair is overstimulating and also it looks bad. So let me fix that. My natural hair never, ever gonna be able to live up to, I don't know, Carrie Bradshaw's. Do I look like a fool? A little bit. Am I holding a Jellycat for comfort? Yeah, and I don't want to hear anyone saying shit about WILF in the comments. If you don't know, I live with my grandparents. I live with my grandparents, my mother, and my brother in a 3-bedroom house. For context, I live with my grandparents with my mother and brother because we were supposed to be able to move into my house, our house, my childhood home, which is under construction, and construction came abruptly to a halt whenever our contractor quit on us. There was a lot of drama, but that's not what this video is about. We started construction whenever I was 18, and now I'm 21. We've been living with my grandparents for 2-ish years, and I'm very lucky. I have a very, very, very lucky family dynamic because do we fight? Yes, of course we do. We're not perfect. Sometimes we yell at each other, but we always apologize the next day. I have a much better relationship with my mother and my brother than most people get to say. However, I'm in my hometown. My childhood here was semi-traumatic. I was bullied. I didn't fit in. I didn't do anything. Nobody really liked me. I tried very, very hard to be liked most of my childhood. This is a small town, population like 3K, and I have been coming to terms for a long time with the fact that I feel like I don't belong here and I don't want to be here. And that affects my mental health far more than I want it to. You know why? Because I feel like a little brat. I feel like the biggest, fattest brat for being unhappy here and not wanting to be here and dreaming of being gone someday and being thoroughly upset that I was already in my head 3 years ago, thought I was gonna be gone by now. And here we are, still here. So I figure I'm not the only person out in the world who feels the way that I feel living generationally. Because I know there are a lot of people who live generationally, but I don't know another person personally who lives generationally, and it can be a lot. So I came here to talk about it with you so that maybe we could confide in one another and feel better about the lives that we are living. Before I get down into the nitty-gritty, I just want to express how grateful I actually am to be here and how privileged I am to even be speaking about the problems that I have. These are problems of a white girl with money. Despite that, the mental health impacts have still been a lot. And it's important to talk about your mental health because it can be a very suffocating experience to get emotionally overwhelmed, and it can be a lot to feel responsible for your family at the age of 21. And yet I understand I am still coming from a very privileged, very abundant, very loved home. This video is about me wanting to go out and get more for myself. It isn't about me saying, poor me, I have to live with my grandparents and I don't pay rent. That's not what this is. So if you think it's that, it's not. Let's continue. Sorry, I know it's disgusting that I have an iPad. We talked about how I live with my family. One of the greatest struggles that I have had living with my family, despite all of the lovely, fun, awesome parts, I've dealt with sort of familial responsibility since my dad died, which I was 16 when that happened. Different story. I take care of the people I live with because I can. Awesome that somebody is here to take care of them and that person gets to be me. But I end up doing a lot that other people can't do. My grandparents are in their 70s. It's getting harder for them to do things. My grandma just had surgery 2 months ago for fibromyalgia. She's doing well now, thank you for asking. I did, however, become a caretaker in that amount of time, and also a maid, and also a granddaughter, and a daughter, and a sister. She's yelling for me right now. She told me a frog was by my truck. Thank you, Nana, for telling me. Anyways, my place of work and my place of sleeping has been the same for a little bit, which obviously created some problems in here where I didn't exactly feel like home was home, and I don't, but that's probably a deeper issue. I am employed now as of August at a school, so that's going to help me separate things again, I believe. And having responsibilities at home is a totally normal, like, everybody has responsibilities at home. I think a lot of what I was dealing with, a lot of what I have been dealing with has just been disappointment that I'm not able to just take care of myself yet. Whenever you live with your family and you have a lot of responsibilities at home, it becomes harder to feel like you can do things for yourself or to do things for yourself because you're doing so much for others. And then whenever you do have time to do something for yourself, that ends up just being, let me scroll through Instagram reels for 3 hours or take a nap because I'm exhausted. There's other pressures that come along with living with your family, like them telling you what to do with your life. I haven't had to deal with that the way that my grandparents sort of pressure me, which their generation, obviously they want me to make money and live and be fine and not be poor. And I understand that. My generation obviously cares a lot more about joy. I've had to learn the extent to which I can take care of others while also still having energy to take care of myself. That has been hard. I still don't really know how to do that. I still freak out sometimes. I still want to cry sometimes whenever I just got to sit down and then my grandpa is like, hey, can you do this? And then I run outside and do it anyway because of course I can do it, Grandpa. I love you. And then I go back in my room and I cry because I feel like I don't have a life. I'm getting over it. I don't like using the word exhausted because it feels dramatic, but yeah, I have felt very, very, very tired living here. Very tired. I used to wake up a lot earlier. Whenever I didn't live with my grandparents, I used to wake up a lot earlier and I used to do a lot more. And now I just don't. I felt alone. A lot of that has got to be because of the small town, lack of community, my lack of belonging here. In a sense, the way that you just see the top of it, I need him right now. Just being somewhere that I don't want to be and how that makes me feel. And then also the guilt of feeling the way that I feel. I feel so guilty for not just being content where I'm at. And you know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, actually it would be insane if I was content living with my grandparents and my mother and my brother, and if I didn't have a desire to leave and go do things that I want to do and create a happy, fulfilling life for myself. Like, that's normal, girl. You're not crazy for wanting more for yourself. You're not. My patience has been very, very thin, but I am learning how to live with it. I think the first step to sort of feeling better about feeling horrible is talking about your feelings. And I don't even mean talking to another person. Talk to yourself first. Figure out how you feel with you and understand the concept of duality. I feel guilty and grateful all at once. I feel fearful and hopeful all at once. I feel love for my family at the same time that I am feeling grief for myself and parts of myself that I have grown out of or neglected. I spent a very, very long time denying my feelings, trying to force myself to feel a certain way about my position. That's not how things work. That's not how you're going to feel better. You can't just make yourself feel better. You have to understand why you feel worse. You need to accept feelings that you're feeling that maybe you don't want to look at. And you also need to forgive yourself and allow yourself to feel in the way that you feel. There's never a wrong way to feel about anything. It's how you handle it. It's how you go about dealing with the feelings that you are experiencing. I started journaling again, so that has been very helpful. I'll even fill up 2 pages before I put the journal down at night. I have a little Finch app where I take care of a little bird and it gives me little prompts and I get to choose little tasks that I complete every day. Journaling is on there and meditating is on there so that I actually have something physical that sort of makes me take care of myself, because it's so hard to take care of yourself whenever like you don't even really believe in yourself and also you're not having a good time. The last thing that you want to do is brush your teeth. The last thing that you want to do whenever you hate the city that you live in is go out and about in it. Like, yes, let me go to the Kroger in the town that I don't feel I belong in the town that I have one friend in. Something else that has been helping me is creating a plan and sticking to the plan and reminding myself of the plan. The plan, you ask? How are you gonna get out? When is it feasible for you to get out of your hometown? What do you need to do? How long do you need to work? How much money do you need to save up? Do you need to build your credit score? I know I do. I'm 21 and I have no credit. Part of your frustration and your feeling stuckness may be due to the fact that you feel like you can't do anything at all to get out, but there are things you can do. They just probably will take a lot of time. So in my head, I have a little timeline of, okay, I'm gonna work for this long, and once I have a paycheck, I'm gonna get a credit card and I'm gonna build my credit score, and then someday I'll be able to move out. And sometimes I have a really bad day and I sit in my bed at night and I'm sad because of the position that I'm in, and I have to tell myself, girl, you can't change it. If you struggle with sulking, I struggle with sulking. I sulk more often than I should. A theme that's been sort of freeing for me whenever I just don't feel good about where I'm at in life is that I can't do anything about it. I cannot change the speed of time. I don't have that power. I can't make it go by any faster. I'm just here, so I have to make the best of it. Does that make my days that much better? No. Shitty things still happen. I still get upset. I still like don't like it, but it helps me regulate my emotions a lot to understand and have these methods of grounding and being realistic. This one's for the people pleasers. Understand that people don't actually need you. And I don't mean that in the sense of you are not loved and you are not appreciated or you are not cared about. You are, but people don't need you. Sometimes I struggle to leave the house because I'm like, what if they need me? What if something happens and I'm not there and I can't help? Because I've been helping for so long and I get the phone calls of, hey, can you pick this up from the store? Hey, are you home right now? Hey, are you with X family member? Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I don't have that hat on all the time. I cannot have all of my hats on at once because it's niece, sister, granddaughter, housekeeper, caretaker, comedian, inexperienced actress, rule breaker, messy bun wearer. I can't wear all the hats at the same time. It's too much. Doing what makes you happy will not make everyone in your family happy. And I'm about to start crying after saying that because I haven't said it out loud. It's not your job to make sure everyone else's lives are running as smoothly as possible. You are going to wear yourself down into nothing if you do that. Your family will not fall apart without you. You will not miss anything that special or crazy by leaving your hometown because you can always come back and see them. Life is going to move on and bad things are going to happen and good things are going to happen with or without you. You are not meant to starve yourself of happiness to give to others what they can give themselves. And I know that we are supposed to be there for our loved ones and take care of them. And you can be there for your loved ones and take care of them and help them when you can. But your first responsibility is you and your happiness. And that is something, it's not cemented in here yet because I'm saying it out loud. I still believe that I have this ultimate duty to be some kind of mother figure to everyone in my family. Hey, I can't do that. I have to be my own mommy and you have to be your own mommy. And I think that you should write that on a post-it note and put it on your mirror so that you have to look at it every day. Here's something I also have problems with is assuming that I will find joy in my future alone. Like, oh, I'm not gonna be happy until this is over. Hey girl, you can find happiness and joy in everyday little things. I do a lot of nothing. I do more nothing probably than I should, but whenever you are in a position of life where maybe you don't want to be in the town that you're in, I just thought that was kind of what I'm talking about. That's what this entire video is about. But like maybe you're also at college or something and you're having a really hard time, or there's just like things going on with your friends or family that are stressing you out and you just don't want to be where you're at in life and you feel like once it's over, just keeps repeating in your head. Try and be as busy as possible with things that you love, as small as they may be and as big as you can make them. Do things that you love. Hey, I love this, so I'm doing this for me and for you, because I like whenever people comment and they're like, this helped me so much. I usually wake up every day and I think to myself, what do I need to get done today? But lately I've sort of been trying to be like, what can I do to find joy today? Because I can also get done what I need to get done and then do a little thing that makes me happy. I feel like my voice sounds weird because I'm very congested and nasally lately and I'm blowing my nose like 5 times in the morning. I'm also insecure about my voice because it's always changing and I don't know what it sounds like, and I have ADHD, so whenever I'm around my friends I tend to copy their vocal mannerisms. It depends on what mood I'm in. I've been going through a lot lately. Anyways, I hope that I was able to help you today with a little bit of reflecting. I wanted to be helpful, and I like the content that I make more where I'm like vlogging and being emotional in between and sort of having like a long form content, but this week that just wasn't possible for me, so I did this instead. Let me know how you like it. I hope that you have some super fun, awesome, exciting plans for yourself in the near future as well. You know, I really wanted to hold Pumper in this video, but he washes me out because I think I'm cool toned. I don't know, because look at him next to me. I look done. And then look at Wilf next to me. See? I do unfortunately think I'm cool toned. I am not going to stop wearing gold jewelry. I prefer it. I also have a Hosier concert in July. It is July. On the 22nd, I think, with my friend Sophia. She asked if we were gonna vlog it. I said yes. And oh my gosh, I have my camera. Let me show you my camera. It's in its box. I need to YouTube, you know, how to use it. It's the ZV-1F. Whatever, it's just the vlogger camera. It's literally just the vlogger camera. And it was Prime Day, and I know that Jeff Bezos is gonna burn in hell, but you know, me buying this camera isn't gonna really affect that process too bad. It's very exciting, and I'm very excited, and I have no idea how to use it. And yesterday I had a crash out about not being able to get my flash drive to work because I was filming a Minecraft Let's Play on my PS5, and now I can't get the footage from my flash drive to iMovie without it telling me that my shit's corrupted. I hope you understand, like, I'm just being dramatic and theatrical, and this isn't actually how I feel. Like, I'm a very regulated individual. You believe me, right? Anyway, Let's Play coming in the future once I figure out how that works, but I also get to figure out how this works. I am kind of scared and frustrated and fearful, but I can do hard things. It's using a camera. I'm like, I can do hard things. How hard can it be? I'll cry. I will cry learning how to use this. I'm not kidding. I get so frustrated whenever I don't know how to do something. I get so frustrated because I have a complex whenever something isn't easy for me. I think that I'm stupid, and I think that I'm worthless, and I don't deserve that good life. I have therapy on Wednesday. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope that you were able to learn something from this video, and that maybe you feel a little bit better about the position that you're in. Please leave a comment for me. That is the only thing I will ever ask you to do, is express yourself in my comment section, and maybe we could talk. Maybe we could chit chat. But like and subscribe if you want to. Only if you want to. I will never make you feel like you have to. Only if you want to. Only if you like me and who I am and what I stand for and what I intend to do with this platform. I'm trying to fix my posture. Can you tell? I've had my shoulders back this whole video. Are you proud of me? I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Wednesday.